Second part of data engineering, we'll see some more examples and some more concepts. Data warehousing and OLAP technology. So, whenever we are discussing about data warehouse, the thing which we come into mind is what is data. So, it is nothing but the processed information. And what is data warehouse? Defined in many different ways but not rigorously. A data warehouse is defined in many different ways. A decision support database that is maintained separately from the organization's operational database. So a decision support database, it is a decision support database that is maintained separately from the organization's operational database. So where you will have the entire data, that is nothing but data warehouse. From that we'll extract some information and we'll extract some data, and on that we'll take some decisions. A decision support database is available from the database data warehouse. So it is apart from operational database. Organizational operational database is there, and then data warehouse is there. Data warehouse allows us to take decision support. It is helps us to take decision, and it is called as a decision support database, and it is maintained separately from the organization's operational database. Support information processing. It supports information processing. How? By providing a solid platform of consolidated historical data for analysis. So it is very much supportive for information processing. A data warehouse is a subject oriented, integrated, time variant, and non volatile. So a data warehouse is a subject oriented collection of data and integrated collection of data, time variant, and non volatile collection of data in support of management's decision making process according to W.H. Inman. Data warehousing. The process of constructing and using data warehouses is called data warehousing. Data warehouse subject oriented. So this is one of the feature of data warehouse. It is subject oriented. That means organized around major subjects such as customer, product, sales, focusing on the modeling and analysis of data for decision makers, not on daily operations or transaction processing. A data warehouse is subject oriented, so it focuses on the data modeling and the analysis of data for decision makers, not on daily operations or transaction processing. Provide a simple and concise view around particular subject issues by excluding data that are not useful in the decision support process. It provides a simple and concise view around particular subject issues. How? By excluding data that are not useful in the decision support process. Decision warehouse. It has the other feature called as integrated. Data warehouse is the other data warehouse's other feature is integrated, constructed by integrating multiple heterogeneous data sources like relational databases, flat files, online transaction records, such things. Data cleaning. Coming to data cleaning and data integration techniques are applied. So, ensure consistency in naming conventions, encoding structures, attribute measures, etc. among different data sources. Example: hotel price, currency, task, tax, breakfast covered, etc. When data is moved to the data warehouse, it is converted. Data warehouse is having the other feature, that is time variant. The time horizon for the data warehouse is significantly longer than that of operational databases. Operational database, current value data, it gives the current value data. Data warehouse data provides information from a historical perspective. Example, past 5 years, 5 to 10 years. Every key structure in the data warehouse contains an element of time, explicitly or implicitly. But the way of operational data may or may not contain time element. Data warehouse non-volatile. A physically separate store of data transformed from the operational environment. It, data warehouse is non-volatile. How? A physically separate store of data transformed from the operational environment. It is a physically separate store of data transformed from the operational environment. What do you mean by operational update of data? Operational update of data does not occur in the data warehouse environment. So operational update of data doesn't occur in the warehouse environment. It doesn't require transaction processing, recovery and concurrency control mechanisms, and also requires only two operations in data accessing: initial loading of data and access to that particular data. We'll see the differences between data warehouse versus data warehouse and heterogeneous DBMS. Traditional heterogeneous database integration. A query driven approach. It is a query driven approach. Build wrappers on top of the heterogeneous databases. When a query is posted to a client site, a meta dictionary is used to translate the query into queries appropriate for individual heterogeneous sites involved, and the results are integrated into a global answer set. Complex information filtering, compete for resources is also there. Data warehouse, up-driven high performance. Information from heterogeneous sources is integrated in advance and stored in warehouses for direct query and analysis. Data warehouse versus operational DBMS. OLTP, online transaction processing. Major task of traditional relational database management system. Day-to-day operations like purchasing, inventory, banking, manufacturing, payroll, registration, accounting, etc. OLAP, online analytical processing. Major task of data warehouse system: data analysis and decision making. Distinct features: OLAP and OLTP. OLAP and OLTP. OLTP versus OLAP. User and system orientation. Customer versus market. Data contents: current, detailed versus historical, consolidated. Database design: ER plus application versus star plus subject. View: current, local versus evolutionary, integrated. These are different features when OLAP is compared with OLTP. Access patterns: updates versus read only. So these are some of the differences where you can say OLTP is a customer oriented, user and system oriented orientation. It relates to customer. And data contents, detailed contents will be there, and Next one is ER plus application. Entity relationship plus application is there in OLTP. Current data is provided by OLTP. Current and local data. View. Access patterns. Updated information or updated data is available in OLTP. Thank you all.